For most people this is just a pile of rocks. But it's not. It is a remnant of a structure that was built by the Pueblo people that most people in this area call the Sinaguas. And they built this not because of the beautiful views. Because for them, I think everything was beautiful. And we are here on a ridge. So the idea that it may be a post to a lookout post is not so, you can say, far-fetched. And maybe it became that way, but it was not how it originally was. Because if you look at the energy of the place, then it is not just selected because there is a beautiful view, because it is almost at the point of this ridge. So we are at the far end of the ridge. But then we find out that if we are more sensitive or can dowse, that they build this on a chakra vortex. In this case, a root chakra, meaning that this helps them to connect deeper with the earth, the world they live in. But that's not the only thing. If you realize that wherever you look, there are walls and they have canyons, and there are many of those, what we now call ruins, remnants of the Pueblo people. And all of them are built on specific energy spots. So they were living in alignment with the energies of Mother Earth. They were not saying, oh, this is a beautiful view. Maybe they did it also, but it is because this fits in the totality of their community, their connection with Mother Earth in all the aspects, to the degree that at that time they were aware of it, of course. But nonetheless, this is what they were aware of. And we are seeing it as a pile of rubble. It is an invitation to learn to feel again, to connect. You cannot understand the Pueblo people by just looking at the places where they built and say, oh, they have this kind of pottery, so they did this, and they had traits. All of that may have its own value, but that's not how they lived. And that is the key. Learning to feel sense on these kind of places, sacred places. How did the people live at that time? What was their connection with Mother Earth, and what can we learn from that? That is why these kind of rubbles, pile of stones, are so important. It's an invitation to look beyond. It is actually an aspect, an element of metaphysical ecology, because they were aware of the meta aspect, the energies of the world, and they lived in alignment with that. So we can learn a lot from this pile of stones.